In the footage, routine work is being carried out on a large, heavy structure that has been secured in place. A worker is standing on top of the structure at an elevated point while performing an intervention. At first, everything appears to be under control, but one of the connection points unexpectedly fails. With this failure, the structure loses its balance and begins to shift sideways. The worker on top, without any support to hold on to, loses balance and is suddenly exposed to a serious risk. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule. All work performed at height involves a risk of falling. A single connection failure can render an entire system unsafe. Therefore, work should never be carried out without proper fall protection systems. In the footage, a front loader is seen attempting to tow a truck when the towing rope suddenly snaps. Because the rope is under extreme tension at the moment of failure, it recoils violently backward. This incident clearly shows how dangerous stored energy can be during towing and recovery operations. The risk of snapback in towing ropes must always be taken into account. Dampers should be placed on the rope, braided ropes should be used whenever possible, and the tension line should be cleared of personnel. In the footage, cleaning work is being carried out inside a manhole on a busy roadway. There are no barriers, cones, or warning signs in place to alert approaching traffic around the work area. During this time, a vehicle drives over the open manhole while a worker is still inside. After making contact, the vehicle stops and is reversed once the situation is noticed. The incident develops very quickly and demonstrates how rapidly danger can arise when a work area is not properly protected. Road and manhole work must be physically isolated from traffic. Work should never begin without barriers and warning systems, and confined spaces must be continuously monitored with clear communication. In the footage, a worker is seen standing near the edge of a slope, watching the bucket of an excavator. The bucket is suspended in the air, filled with wet and unstable soil. As the operator rotates the boom, the angle of the bucket changes, and the material inside shifts. The worker standing beneath the suspended load is suddenly placed in a hazardous situation. Never stand beneath suspended loads or equipment. Hanging and unstable loads can move unexpectedly. In the footage, a worker is seen standing on an operating conveyor belt inside a warehouse. Although the conveyor is designed to transport packages and materials, the worker steps onto the belt and attempts to stand on it while it is moving. As the belt continues to run, balance is quickly lost. The moving surface makes it difficult for the worker to maintain footing, and a serious risk develops in a short time. This misuse in a routine warehouse environment turns into a dangerous situation within seconds. Conveyor belts are not designed for people. Stepping onto a moving conveyor creates serious risk. Safety is achieved by using equipment only for its intended purpose and staying clear of moving systems. In the footage, a truck is seen parked along the roadside near a shop, with the driver remaining inside the vehicle. A man stands very close to the truck window to speak with the driver. From the outside, this moment appears to be an ordinary roadside conversation, but it carries significant risk due to its proximity to active traffic. After the conversation ends, the man steps back toward the roadside. At that moment, he unknowingly moves into the path of an approaching motorcycle from behind, resulting in a serious near collision within seconds. The incident unfolds rapidly, leaving very little time to react. This situation serves as a clear reminder of a fundamental rule. Standing and chatting along active roadways creates serious danger. Hazard lights should be used, conversations should take place away from traffic, and everyone involved must remain aware of their surroundings. Safety is achieved through shared awareness and attention. In the footage, a worker is seen moving toward a vehicle while standing immediately beside large, heavy blocks that have been stacked in place. As the worker attempts to get into the vehicle, everything initially appears stable. Suddenly, the structure loses balance. The stacked heavy masses begin to shift and collapse in a chain reaction. During this sudden failure, the worker is caught within the impact zone of the falling blocks, with no time or space to escape. Control is lost within seconds, and the situation becomes extremely dangerous. This incident highlights a critical reality. Heavy, stacked materials can move uncontrollably, even with a small change in balance. No one should stand, pass through, or pause within their fall or collapse zone. Safety is ensured by clearly defining hazard areas and staying well clear of them. In the footage, a worker inside a production hall is seen adjusting material near a hydraulic press. The press is a high-force machine that operates automatically. While the material is being positioned by hand, there is very little clearance between the work area and the press closing zone. The machine activates unexpectedly, and the press moves downward. What begins as a routine adjustment turns into a serious, hazardous situation within seconds. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule. Manual intervention must never be performed on operating press machines. The machine must be shut down before work begins. Lockout/tagout. Low-tow procedures must be applied, and guards must be in place. Safety is achieved by fully controlling hazardous energy. In the footage, a worker is seen performing tasks at height without any fall protection system in place. During the work, balance is lost, and because there is no secure anchorage or support point to hold on to, control is lost. A brief loss of balance quickly turns into a high-risk fall scenario within seconds. The incident clearly shows how little time there is to recover when working at height. This situation clearly reinforces a fundamental rule. Any work at height without fall protection presents a life-threatening risk. Work must not be performed without safety harnesses and verified anchor points. In the footage, a person is seen attempting to work along a roof line. Instead of using the proper equipment, an A-frame stepladder is placed directly onto a sloped and uneven roof surface. In this position, the ladder cannot provide sufficient grip or stability. As the person attempts to use the ladder, balance is lost and the ladder rapidly slides. What begins as a routine access attempt turns into a serious, hazardous situation within seconds. This incident clearly demonstrates a fundamental rule. The correct ladder must be used on roofs and sloped surfaces. A-frame ladders are not suitable for these conditions. Extension ladders should be used instead. Safety is achieved by using the right equipment on stable ground.